Hello, and today I thought we would go through some various wrist and mobility drills. So if you're somebody that is getting into bodyweight training, whether you're doing press-ups and burpees, etc., and you're finding yourself in positions where you've got contact with the hand on the floor and we're putting some pressure through the wrist, or maybe you're getting into hand balancing and some more kind of advanced, cool, funky calisthenics things, that's cool, but all these require a level of mobility through the wrist. Otherwise you will start to get some pains through the wrist if you haven't got that range of movement available. So we're going to go through some drills and exercises that you can utilise in order to increase that range and to be more comfortable within these positions so you can enjoy your form of bodyweight training. Like I said, doesn't matter whether it's basic work or whether it's more advanced stuff, having that flexibility through the wrist is pretty darn important. When you're in a gym and you're training with barbells and dumbbells, we normally talk about like stacking the wrist, keeping everything in alignment, but bodyweight training doesn't allow that in many situations, especially if your hands are on the floor. So let's get things started. Just going to start palms together, forearms touching, just some wrist rolls. Make them big and then back the other way just to get things moving and get some movement within those wrists, warm things up a little bit, and then we're just going to squeeze the hands and then extend, squeeze, extend, yet again just increasing a little bit of blood flow and seeing what's there, seeing if anything aches, seeing what funny faces you pull at the same time of performing this movement. I'm sitting here, the cat is under the camera and I'm just waiting for the cat to come flying across the screen whilst we do some of this. So we've got some blood flow there in the fingers. To be fair, forearms stuff actually feel quite warm quite quickly on that one for myself today. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the hands, we're going to place them on the floor. It's going to be really hard to see, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to almost think I'm going to completely over exaggerate this. So I'm almost going to think of literally like pulling the floor together. So this is kind of what we're going to be trying to do, but we're going to keep the weight through the hands, so there's going to be very little movement. What I'm going to do to start with is just pull just from the fingertips, squeeze in and relax. It's going to feel a little bit different. Not sure if you can even see that movement there, it's pretty small. Then we're going to pull in from the next knuckle. So yet again, pulling up. Okay, so now fingers forward, spread those fingers as far as possible. Weight forwards over the hand. So we're on the knees, but that weight is forwards. And then what we're going to do is going to turn elbow pits from front and back. So we're getting as much range of movement, keeping arms locked, wrists flexed, hands pushed really hard into the floor. I'm going to move this so it's a bit of a side on. So you can see body weight's over the hands and I'm just rotating the elbow pit from the front to the back. And then what we're going to go into now is just weighting forwards. So really lean in as far as you can, keeping the heel of the hand down. Lean in and back. So just pushing in to that range of movement, going to get that little bit of discomfort and then pull back out of it. So everybody's going to be different and some of these movements will be like, oh that's okay, and then others will be a lot more challenging. Keep those fingers spread, pushing that weight forwards. Just like a lot of other warm-ups, you're going to want to go in and out of these movements a couple of times until things just start feeling better. You can see I've got quite a good range of movement in that direction. I'm now going to turn the fingers out to the side, push the weight through, and then just going to shift the body weight from one side to the other, keeping that elbow pit pushed forwards. And then this one starts to get a little bit more yucky. Fingers pointed towards the body, elbow pit still forwards. And now we're going to lean back. Don't let the heel of the hand come up. Keep that down. Pull back. And relax. Pull back. And relax. Okay, and then the one that a lot of people will find pretty uncomfortable to start with. Fingers, spread the fingers still. Then what we want to do is we want to put the weight through the back of the hand. Be very cautious, you might want to just kind of move from one to another. Keep the body weight over the hands to start with. Elbows are very likely to want to kind of pop out to the side. But what we want to do is we want to actually straighten up these arms and push that elbow pit forwards. And then we can start to actually pull back. So that there should be easier. And then we're pulling back. So keeping those elbow pits forwards. Fingers pointed towards you. And you should be feeling a very tight stretch down the front of the forearm here. A little bit uncomfortable. Obviously if you can't get to that movement to start with, all you're trying to do is just straighten up those arms. Once you can straighten the arms up, you can start to move around a little bit more with it. And you may, just to make things feel good, potentially just get some weight through and move around. So there we go. That there is a great little way, a great little method just to get the wrists nice and warm before doing body weight movement on the floor. So it doesn't matter whether that's planks, press ups, burpees, or more advanced hand balancing, handstands, etc. If your hands are in contact with the floor, having good range of movement through the wrist is very important. It makes it feel just a hell lot more comfortable. So hope you found that helpful. Any questions, drop them in the comments. I will get back to you, and I'll catch you up for another video in a little while.